For a number of years now, there has been growing concern about Mother Earth's climate change. Global temperatures have been gradually rising. This phenomenon is known as global warming. The impact of global warming is felt not only by countries devastated by floods due to the rising temperatures and sea levels. According to the World Meteorological Organization, the global average temperature in year 2010 reached an all-time high of 0.53 degrees Celsius. Global warming will have an impact on our day-to-day living. Higher temperatures will cause the melting of the Antarctic ice, thus raising sea levels and even causing the disappearance of several Pacific islands. It will cause health-related deaths and illnesses as well as a decline in air quality, especially in cities with high gas emissions and pollution problems. Floods and droughts will become more prevalent and more destructive than ever before. Storm intensity will increase and wildlife biodiversity will be gravely affected. There are several reasons for these changes. Carbon dioxide pollution emitted from automobiles is certainly an issue. Without the introduction of cheaper green fuel with less sulfur, serious damage to the environment is inevitable. Another main reason, of course, the abundance of solid waste, especially plastic, in landfills. Landfills are used for the disposal of a variety of solid wastes. However, the numerous health hazards associated with such massive deposits of sometimes toxic waste has forced the closure of many landfills. Even so, 2/3 of the Earth's waste currently makes its way to landfills. Landfill operators are required to monitor and minimize environmental hazards throughout the course of their operations. Yet this has not always been the case, and even now, landfills can be extremely dangerous. Still, many landfill problems involve fills established before stricter federal regulations were put in place. Many of these older fills contain toxic groundwater contaminants, including nitrates, ammonia, solvents, PCBs, and heavy metals. Once these substances reach groundwater, the contamination can be very damaging, particularly if they reach drinking water wells. Many substances can make their way into drinking water. These include, but are by no means limited to, bacteria, dissolved salts, heavy metals, petroleum hydrocarbons, volatile organic compounds, and pesticides. Landfills have high concentrations of volatile and flammable gases. At any time in dry weather, they may ignite. The following incident took place not so long ago.
And breaking news this noon, Lake County firefighters battling a big tire fire in a landfill on State Road 33 and Bridges Road. This is near Leesburg. Broke out a short time ago at a commercial industrial landfill. Chopper 2 in HD bringing you these pictures right now as they battle this thing. They've brought in brush tankers and a dozen units to help fight many buildings, and it's not yet known just how it started. We're going to have more on this coming up later today on the West Coast.
At Syngas, Malaysia, we have a solution to convert solid plastic waste into an alternative source of renewable energy that produces high-performance green technology diesel fuel. This technological breakthrough uses an efficient and economical method known as the fractional depolymerization process. The conversion plant in Perlis, Malaysia, was set up in 2009. The process involves melting the plastic, gasifying the plastic into hydrocarbon gas, and condensing the gas back into its liquid state. The technology was previously researched and developed by Saham Utama, Malaysia in 2007, and further perfected in 2009 with the assistance of the Malaysian Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. Its user-friendly design makes the system so commercially compatible that even an unskilled operator is able to operate the plant with little technological assistance. The solid plastic waste has to undergo an offline operation to break it up into smaller granules or pellets. This is done to ensure uniformity when melting the solid plastic waste into molten plastic. The granules are pumped into a hopper connected to the injection machine. In the injection machine, the plastic melts at a temperature of 260 degrees Celsius under normal atmospheric pressure. The molten plastic is then injected periodically into a gasifying reactor. It is further heated until it reaches the boiling point of 400 degrees Celsius. At this stage, the molten plastic will change form and become a hydrocarbon gas. The hydrocarbon gas is cracked in the presence of a proprietary catalyst. The long carbon chains are cut into the desired length. The shorter carbon chains now flow into a distillation chamber where they are separated according to the required specification. The gas is cooled and condensed, then converted back into liquid. The process may produce various liquid fuels corresponding to the different carbon chain lengths, such as naphtha, kerosene, diesel fuel, ethanol, and methanol. The heavier fuels are pumped back into the reboiler and reheated, and go through the same condensation process all over again. The required fuel is collected from the distillation column and transferred into storage tanks. Syngas diesel fuel is of a higher grade than the conventional commercial diesel fuel. It is a high-performance green technology diesel fuel. Its cetane number is close to 60, by far exceeding the Euro 4 standard's minimum requirement of 51. The Syngas diesel fuel cetane index recorded is 57 as compared to the Euro 4 standard of 46. The key ingredient in determining whether a fuel is a green technology fuel is how low its sulfur reading is. The lower the sulfur content, the more superior the fuel. The Syngas diesel fuel recorded only 2 parts per million, whereas the Euro 4 standard requires 50 parts per million. Our mission is far from over. We have the capabilities and technology to address the climate change issue. We have to ensure that our technology is able to reach the far corners of the world where the global warming phenomenon is at its worst. We have to create a brighter future for our children so that they are able to live far longer in far healthier conditions.